you one more again. I hope everybody is doing, I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family. Just thanks so much for the love and support. It is greatly appreciated. We're all going through changes, uplifting each other in such a beautiful way, and just learning more stuff each and every day to know that we're not alone, and everything comes to us in due time. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative to you, give you good vibes, uplift you, or inspires you in some kind of special little way that you would love to share with your loved ones, family, or friends, or even a fellow empath going through trying times and needs spiritual guidance, or just needs confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. While you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. So greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Um, and the music that I'm listening to in the background is called Heal Yourself from Within, all 9 Sophigo frequencies, the binaural beats. And I will post that link in the description box below. And my video today is Twin Flame 101 Heyokas. You find your light when they have left you in the darkness. When we have all gone through our fair share of pain and really seeing things for what they truly are, and it can be hurtful at times. There's been people in your life, whether it's family, best friends, significant others, husband, wife, whatever. After we're going through that, we truly see where people's intentions are, or the universe is basically put a spotlight on certain people that need to be out of your life, or they know that not everybody is going to be on the same journey as you. When you started off with a handful of people, or a lot more people than you were, when you start seeing things for what they truly are, seeing how we connect, seeing how we step out of that 3D dimension, not into the things that society wants us to stay keyed in on. You start losing friends, you start losing people that you never thought you would see yourself without. Me growing up, I had a lot of friends that I consider brothers and sisters, and going through so many different changes. I always knew there was something missing in my life, and I always knew there was something I was forgetting, or something I know I should know. And it was just like when people started finding out who I was related to, who my father was. These are people I grew up with. Some of them knew, didn't want me to know. I have some of my mom's friends, they be hitting me up, and I have to like technically block them, because it's just like, you knew what situation I was in, and it was my mom's dying declaration for you to help me, because she was having issues with trying to get me to my biological family. So it's like people that she knew, if she couldn't do it, she asked, hey, I'm not gonna be here forever, and if she doesn't find her family, can you please help her? And all of a sudden, when they see everything was true, they didn't want to do that. And it was like really hurtful to me, but then it was like a benefit on mine in the long run. It's just like they pushed off their insecurities towards me. They ignored me, or they saw their health self really. I really seen what their true motives were. Everything was good and convenient for them, when they felt like I was just whatever. I see myself as the same person, and they see me as something different. I never feel like anybody's beneath me. I'm not feeling like, regardless of who I'm related to, I'm still the same person I am. And it was a hard thing to deal with. It really was. I was telling my friend about that the other day. It's just like, it was really hard for me to be connected and close with people, because it's like people I've known for like damn near 20, 30 years, growing up with them, because my mom's ex-husband was in the military, so a lot of us, we were connected because we were military brats. And it's just like, they're like strangers to me now, and it's hurtful. But at least I can say anything that I'm getting to, whether if it's in God's hand or not. I got on my own. I got, from researching, I got from facing my truth, coming to terms with things, healing on so many different levels, still allowing myself to heal on places that truly needs to be healed, letting go in part ways with people, it'll be somebody that'll be hitting me up and I'm like, Roslynn, don't go towards your dark side and start cussing these folks out. Just basically where I can respond at is just blocking them. Because I said, if I say something like I truly want to say to you, it ain't gonna be nothing nice, because some of my daughter was just like, oh, you don't talk to them anymore. No, it's not because I felt like I was better than anybody, but if you know the truth about me, and that's just like me, I tell them, if I knew something valuable about you and you were related to celebrity or whatever, and you're trying to get home, I mean, how would you feel if somebody just ignored you, knowing you had all the facts, you had all the ways to help me get home, but you just didn't want that to happen for me because you were jealous of that? How would you feel? Okay, I'll wait. And I had to be able to tell them that, put them in my shoes. And that was something that was really, tragic to me. It was just a lot to have to deal with. And being able to see that my family, well, not my family, I can consider them family because I don't feel like family would do that to you if they really cared about you. But knowing that my mom's ex-husband and wife and her children knew about situations. My dad would send them VIP tickets and concert tickets, and she would rub it in my face. Oh, they went to go see Prince and stuff like that, on VIP. They got to party with him, and these are things that my dad sent for me to go. And she didn't give them to me. So it was just a lot of things that that was that hard pill to swallow when it came to truth. And it was such a blessing for me. Even it's a blessing in disguise, even though that was so hurtful, that was something for me to have to really come to terms with, on the truth that I did not want to hear. I did not want to know. I'm just like, I know, because I really looked at my mom's ex-husband like that was my father. I loved him to death. But then I also knew there was dark sides of him that I used to draw back from, especially when I was really little. I could wake up and just be ready to slap the mess out of him. And he's like, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you acting that way? I'm like, I don't know. And I didn't know. It was like in my soul, I did know. But it was like being a child like that, there was a reason why I would be so distant with him and be so close to my mom. So it was just like going through all these different things. I was left in the dark. It was like people I really trusted, you know, um, became total strangers to me. And it just really was a kick in the gut to really have to go through this by myself. That was hard. It really was. But it's just like, the love people share for him, the good things that they say about him, that helps me on my healing process, going through all those different things. And, being able to be vocal about it. A lot of people didn't want to believe it. Hey, that's all on you. I ain't got no reason to sit up here and lie about stuff like that. I mean, people do stuff like that, but I mean, I've been talking about stuff like this for ever since I've been doing my YouTube channel and coming to terms with that. I have my good days as well as my bad days, but I also have blessings as well. Being able to have that gift where you can talk to people on the other side like that. That's, I really thank God for allowing me to do that, because it's like, I stay in constant communication with my family all the time. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's just like when you have been left in the darkness, you're allowing yourself to really truly see and come to terms with the things that has affected you in your life, because it's like things that we have been through can affect you in the most profound way that can leave you, with bad, you be ready to do some bad stuff towards people. And I see a lot of them do that, as in you basically retaliating for the things that has been there, has been done to you. And you're like, how dare you do that to me? But then if you try to look at it in a positive state of mind, and sometimes it's hard for you to see stuff like that, it's like when I look at it, from my point of view on what I deal with, I don't know what you deal with. But it's just the fact is when I can use my situation as that platform to help other people, recover spiritually, emotionally, mentally, whether it's sexually, anything that has really traumatized you. You have to be able to look at it as just a reflection of how strong you are, a reflection of the power that you hold from within, the power for you to be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to keep allowing that situation to keep me in a place that I don't need to be. It just takes a long time. for me to be able to be in sound mind and body, to be able to talk about this without crying at times, because there's times I ain't even gonna lie. I'll sit up here. I was listening to one of my dad's songs this morning and broke down crying, because I felt that love, you know. And it was just like I got a part, of him that a lot of people didn't see. So that was beautiful to me. But it's just like when you have been through some really hard times and you went running towards people that you thought you can trust and you held to the highest regard of being there when you, especially when you were that person that was been there, that has been there for them, and then all of a sudden they're having that spotlight towards you of not being that person that you thought they were. And it was like that was universe allowing you to see that this person is not going to go on that journey with you. We have something totally better for you down that path, but we need you to go there by yourself. And it was just like it was a hard turn for me. It's like, especially when so many people knew, and it was like my mom, the people that she truly trusted, she thought that they would help me along the way. And then when I truly see it for what it was, like when I first went through this, and I was so hurt because it was a hard pill for me to swallow, to know that my family, had orchestrated a lot of different things and kept me away from certain things and didn't want me to know certain things about my life. And, when I finally found out the truth, they went scared, because I'm calm about it. And they always told me if somebody stay calm, knowing good and well you have every right to be angry, have every right to lay hands on somebody, and you're still calm, that will scare somebody more than anything because they don't never know what's going to come next. And I had to use, I'm like, oh, well, thank you for telling me that, because it took a lot of times. I said, I used everything you try to teach me about other folks that reflected on what you did to me as well. So I appreciated that, because this situation, this dark time for me coming into terms and really seeing things for what it was, it truly showed me how powerful I am, how strong I am, how I have a good head on my shoulders. Even though there's still times I have my weak points. Not every day is a positive day. We all lose loved ones left and right, but when they're in that public forum, on a public, you know, celebrity platform, that's hard to deal with. It's really hard to deal with because there's so many things, being said. Some people are trying to be irrelevant on certain things, or some people just need that attention for certain things. I had to draw myself back because my dad's always told me, don't read into that. I don't want you, don't watch that, don't do it. And it became hard. It really was, because that's not a lifestyle I'm used to. But just being able to back away from family that I thought was family, back away from people I thought was my friend, it was a lonely road. It was a lonely road. But when people tend to leave you in the darkness, you tend to be that light that you were that person that had that light that whole time. That whole time. Because a lot of times people harp on us at times and throwing, bad vibes or whatever, insecurity towards us, because they see that light we carry, they see that power we carry, and they want that so badly to be them. They have it, but if you're too busy paying attention to everybody else and not working on you, that is more of a personal problem than somebody else's problem. Everybody fights their own demons. We're all on different levels fighting different devils. You go through these different things, but it's just like it's allowing you to see the power that you hold that time. When you're wanting that torchbearer, or you're wanting that superhero to come save you, you don't realize you are going to be that person that comes save you. It's not going to be somebody that's going to come save you. And we have to be able to see it that way. Universe has our back. Our spirit guides have our back. The loved ones that has passed has our back, because they keep us protected. But there's a lot of things that had to come about for you to recognize what has already been instilled in you. You have to go through a lot of trauma for you to start getting past vibes of things that helped you along this way, that kept you protected along that way, that you can truly appreciate. But it's like a hard pill to swallow. I ain't gonna lie. It's a hard pill to swallow, because there's a lot of things that I have been prone and exposed to that has really messed me up in an emotional way. I've seen a lot of things I did not want to see. I heard a lot of things I didn't want to know. And it's at that time where certain people, they would be kind and send me like different videos of, songs and stuff like that, which I appreciate. But there are some people that want to hit, want to carry a bone, and they'll bring something negative to me. And I'll tell them real quick, if it's not something positive, If it's not something good, don't bring that mess to me. Do not do that. I'm like, because I'm not going to engage in it. And now I end up blocking you because you were doing something that was not even cool. So there's a lot of things that I needed to do. There was a lot of things I had to reflect on that went towards my life that I truly needed to heal from on so many different levels. And being this is the main reason why I started doing my YouTube channel and stuff like that. It's brought about a lot of beautiful people my way. There's brought a lot of crazy as well as negative people my way. But I had to be able to have that thick skin. Not everybody's gonna like me. That's fine. A lot of people are gonna appreciate the videos I put out because it helped reflect on the things that they constantly deal with on an everyday basis. That God used me as that person that set that example for a lot of people to look at their life. Like I said, what I've experienced is not, better saying that, what I went through was worse than what you went through. No, because there's a lot of times I wouldn't have been able, you put your stress on the table and put my stress on the table. I'm going to take mine back because I know what I'm dealing with. When you come to other people and they're dealing with stuff, there's a hard pill to swallow on the things that has happened in your life to make you see the world in a negative view, makes you not allow people to get close to you because you know the things that has happened to you in your life. I've been there. I've definitely been there. And it's just, some people that is blessed to still be in my life on that type of contact. I told them I don't like being close to people because when people seen who I really was and they seen that the evidence was always there, they try to block me off of my blessings, and that would hurt the hell out of me. I'm like, I would never do that to you. Why would you do that to me? And that allowed me not to allow myself to get really close to people like that. And I try not to say that everybody's like that, but it took a minute for me to understand there's people who are just out there like that. But you have to be able to prepare yourself for stuff like that. So, when I really truly look at the life experiences that, has happened to me in so many ways, and being able to know it wasn't this journey was not easy to go through, because it takes a lot of courage for you to come out and say something, because you already know people gonna have their way of doing things. They ain't gonna believe you. I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. This is not what I'm trying to like, hey, I'm Prince's daughter. No, that's not what this is about. This is about, okay, things that I got traumatized with and abused of because of being his daughter, because the way I did certain things. I was punished about that. Anything I emulated about my dad, sing like him, play the piano like him, I was punished for that. My mom used to get really mad at her husband for doing that to me, and all those things had to happen that I had to face up to. Um, Being able to experience that was something that was just so messed up on so many terms. But then when I see, you can't never separate love, no matter what people try to throw in front of it. That love is always going to be there. That communication on some way, form, or fashion is still going to be there. So, being able to deal with your darkness, it's okay. It's going to take time for you to be able to come to terms with a lot of things that is happening to your life that reflects other people's character, not yours. You're not a product of what happened to you, but you're a victor of what happened to you that you overcome. That's the important thing, that you allow yourself to really see, I'm not what these people try to place on me. You're the example that God had to use for other people to know. You see what happened to this person, and you see how they still have a smile on their face. They still have a way of, allowing people to be uplifted in their time of storm, being able to be somebody else's blessing. Because it's like, when I see my situation, even though it personally happened to me, was not truly about me. It was about people that was coming from behind me, that was coming on their path of being lost, not knowing where their place is in the world. Because it's like, when you deal with being an empath and you're trying to find your way, it's a very scary situation, because it seems like you're alone in the world. Or is anybody else feeling this? Is anybody else going through these mental situations like I am? I'm very intense. I feel everything. I know everything. I'm hearing so many different things that makes you feel like you're about to, go crazy on certain things. But it's totally a blessing in disguise of what you're going through. And it takes a while for you to be able to see that it's not a burden to you. It was a blessing for you to be able to know you're the fierce warrior that people they don't want you to know how fierce you are, in the strength and power that you carry. A lot of people don't want you to know that. So that's the reason why they throw that doubt in your face, fear, uncertainty. They'll prey upon your weaknesses. That's what they do because they see that. The devil don't want that to happen, so he will go ahead and do that. But universe will also put that in your path as well, just to be able to, are you going to go by what people think of you, or are you going to go about what you think of yourself? You don't need validation from other folks out there in the street. You need to be able to validate the person that you're looking for in a mirror every single day. Then it's just like when you know you can love yourself on all levels, you'll start gravitating towards people that feel the same way about you. That's why it's just, I love getting comments. I love to be able to, do my videos to help people come to terms with the things that they got going on in their head as well as their heart. They try so hard to be that person to help other people, but it's kind of hard when it's hard for us to do it for ourselves. And it comes time for that. That's when you have to take that time out for yourself. Allow yourself to know this too shall pass. I'm not going to always be in this storm. The sun's going to come out for me one day, but you had to go through all these different things for you to actually come to terms and be comfortable in your own skin. And a lot of times it's hard to do that. It's really hard to do that. But, I'm done preaching. I'm done preaching. So I'm hoping that you are able to get something out of this video. Allow yourself, even though somebody has left you in the darkness, know that you are that light that will find your way out of that darkness. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. Drop a line so I can give you a post notification shout out. I would love to give a shout out to 16 Moons as well as Rachel Cherry. Much love to you as well. And I will see you on my next video. Like and subscribe, drop that line, give me a thumbs up, share, hit the notification bell, as well as subscribe. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And make sure you give out love, light, and positivity, as well as prosperity vibes towards people. You never know that, your kind words and your love, as well as your frequency and vibes, can really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace. Be wild.